This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Now Lewis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. 5-9, 5-9. Lion. Tight dog.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. He's on now.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Check. Go. Check.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Wentz. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down. Here we go. Back man. 120. Here. Keep going. 82. Watch 20.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Wentz. Steps away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Easy. Watch the curl. Easy.
58, the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Jameis to throw it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check the back. Easy.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
43. Check, 43. Here we go.
Let's find 7.
Keep that tight right there.
This is Carson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Mike, here we go. 180.
There we go.
Man 5-7.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, even. Hey, check 24. Easy. Hey, wait. Check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Check. Check. Hot.
On first down, it's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 120.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Wentz. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's not going to get me.
58, right? Easy. 58, right there. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Shoot. Flip it.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Off. Situation. Let's go. Let him go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, watch 54. Down the man inside, down the man. 55. 46 down, man, 5-4. Mike, Delta.
Mike 54.
Hey, check. Right there.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. And he fires one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Easy. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
57. Show it up. Safe.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, Ram!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz throwing deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Run.
Wentz now on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's great 57.
Mike's 5'4". 3 buds.
Move.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
81. No. Lynn 5-3.
Joker.
Here, shift.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Check three.
On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They're on 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
25, check 25, check 25. Run. Great 15, great 15.
Kill, turn up.
Lefty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. William Jackson with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The final shot before half for Wentz. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Watch the wait.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, boys, 58. Come on. Here I come. Check three.
Now Winston. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Wait. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the turn. Follow. Don't get nervous. 36. Watch 20. Easy.
On first and 10, Winston. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Easy.
Winston now from the 50. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
58 for Mike. 58. Easy.
To the air again with Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get a conversion. Bang. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Under crunch. Let's go.
Jameis again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got 3 down. 58 for Mike. Push him back.
Again, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Pull it together.
Check, Mike, 50. Easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his man, it's Butler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Ready? Black, take that. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Top up. And easy. Easy. Hey. White. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
The 11-yard line.
Green, triple T. Mike 51. I'm coming. Go, Mike 51. Hey. Green, triple T. Hey, let's go. Echo. Hey, D-line, let's go. Easy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, jerzeeguy62's. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Change like them. Watch the ship. Kill. Check. Kill. Great 57. Kill. Deuce.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Ram. Ready. Rush in. Sunday. Hey, exit. 43. Check. 43. Not to that. 43.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing his Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Wentz. finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Motion, motion, motion.
Right there.
Throwing now is Wentz. They'll run the screen with Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check 52. Sunday.
Hey, defense, let's go. 54.
Go.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, double.
Now they'll run with Lewis. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Coming. Check. Crouch.
Hey, stand.
Crouch.
657. Check 13.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Fitzpatrick got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this one brought in by Sanu. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Even.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Watch that. Safety's creeping. Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a give right side. Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, team 6.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Jameis now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, red flag 2, out here.
24 is the mark.
I got it. Here.
Ringo. 24 is the mic.
Here.
24 is the mic.
Red flag 7.
Long day. That's gonna be a long day. 24.
Here.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
He'll look to throw, and Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again with Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
58, come on. I don't think you got it, son.
Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jerzeeguy62's. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Falcons, they'll take them when they can get them right about now. So victory moves their record to 2-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,